What's up guys, Poke here from the iOS server. I'm on my buddy's account. He's a subscriber, he's a good friend. He is a member of my very good friend, the Cuties. And how's it going, QT45? So right here, I don't think QT is online, but look at that. I mean, what's up QT? And well, anyways, I'm here in how do you illusionista. I don't know. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. So this account, what we're gonna do, we'll find out a little bit later. But of course, I want to. He wanted me to give him feedback regarding his account and basically how. What he needs to do, and well, basically the maybe the altar review and the game progress review. So let's check. I mean, the first thing I like to check, of course, before I do anything else is what I like to check is the dungeons, because you know why? I mean, 821. That's pretty cool. That's pretty good. So what it is I mean, this game, in my opinion, your progress in this game is gonna be determined by dungeons, a lot of it. Like if you cleaned up a lot of these dungeons, if you're sweeping a high dungeons, like look at this 710. So look at that. So if you're sweeping 710, it's very quick for you to improve your account. And for this might, I mean 135,000 might sweeping 710, that is amazing. That's A plus, my friend. So far this is an A plus. And let's look at the HBM. You have done AE, you're still working on AF. Now we'll find out. You're on AF4, so probably I can't really see your HBM base, I think so, but probably if you send me a SS or something, I can probably tell. Or you know, let's check your garrison right now. Yeah, or probably garrison is not high enough. But anyways, I like to start also with enchantments. Well, before that, let's check your loss round real quick. This is the part of the game that I slack a little bit too. So I mean, level 20. Okay, yeah, you need to work on this, in my opinion, because the higher level this is, the higher your inscription is gonna be. And I mean, I know right now it's kind of easier to get crests from here and there, from purchases or from even the Castle Crisis events, but still your crest game is gonna be so much ahead if you take care of this right here. To even like, I mean, from about using, I don't know how many staminas is equivalent to, well, 2 stamina cards plus, I think I want to say like about 4 stamina cards a day from doing lava is kind of like a bare minimum, because sometimes I slack and sometimes I have to play catch up to finish up my stamina card. But let's look at equipment. Let's see how many you've obtained, and let's start from the Spirit Mage. Wow, I think you've done almost everything, but it's not augmented yet. Oh, the Pumpkin Duke, of course, right? So Pumpkin Duke is summoning a Blade Knight. In my opinion, your Pumpkin Duke that summons will be good for Archdemon, but I'm not sure if this Blade Knight person is going to take away things to stack from when when the later dungeons come on. But I might be wrong, but that's kind of like my initial take. And the trades, of course, you got the dodge. I mean, it's good. it provides a survivability for your Pumpkin Duke. And I know a lot of people say that Pumpkin Duke don't need accuracy and stuff, and I mean, you can look at it in a very, in a lot of different ways. Pumpkin Duke, especially if you're at the stage of the game where you need merits and you need to do boss 5, that daily boss 5, and that little goblin, your Pumpkin Duke's not gonna stack, buddy. If you don't have any accuracy on your Pumpkin Duke not gonna stack. I mean, and if you're in the high bracket guild wars where you're gonna need to stack off an Anubis, or you're gonna need to stack on somebody's SK that has a ton of dodge, your Pumpkin Duke's not stacking, buddy. So that's kind of like, that's my opinion. I mean, I might be wrong, but that's what I think. I mean, and a little dodge is okay. A little too much dodge, the same thing. I mean, Pumpkin Duke's gonna stack slower, because if troops not hitting your Pumpkin Duke, your energy's not going up as fast as if the troops hitting your Pumpkin Duke, and you're not gonna die off troops hitting your Pumpkin Duke anyway. So there's so many different ways for you to build a Pumpkin Duke, and there's not really the best way. There is a completely wrong way. Like, I mean, if you put a lot of crit and crit damage, then you're gonna be destroying everything in front of you. You can't stack up on anything. I think that's kind of wrong. So anyway, so let's not spend too much time on Pumpkin Duke here. We got the Minotaur. Yeah, Minotaur, we all know Minotaur needs damage. And Cupid, not yet. Ares with the silencing shot. Very nice, sir. Yeah, Ares with a lot of dodge. Yes, I agree. He needs to survive a little bit. But I mean, depending on the competition you are in Lost Battlefield, and probably in Guild Wars as well, if you use Ares, you might want to take a look. I mean, in Lost Battlefield especially, is your Ares hitting your target or not? I mean, if you're facing opponents that has a lot of dodge, you might want to put some accuracy on your Ares so it hits your target. That's just my recommendation. That's not augmented. Santa Boom not yet. Siren not yet. Warlock not yet. Skull Knight. Oh, Skull Knight with a blinding blow. 5 of 5 too. And this is what he wanted to me to roll a little bit on. We'll come back to it later, because he said that, I mean, a Corrode Skull Knight with dodge is kind of like counterproductive. I kind of agree. I mean, but I mean, it's not like the worst. But at the same time, yes. I mean, if troops are not hitting him, the Corrode's not going to trigger. So that's that. And another blinding blow. Oh, Dread Drake with dodge is pretty cool. Again, depends on the talent too. And his Golem with a ton of damage. Look at that. I mean, I'm not sure. Does your Golem heals more with a lot more damage traits? Let me know. I mean, in the comment section. That is something you have to find out, actually. And I believe, oh yeah, so you have all your this is probably the Archdemon. Yeah, this is definitely the way to go. And with the Blade Knight too, absolutely, for extra damage, man. I'm curious to see what score you get on your Archdemon, to be honest with you. Let me scroll through real quick. So Michael with the Burning Plate, look at that. So he's not only gonna deflect when he procs, he's gonna deal AoE at all times. I like that. He's dodging though. I'm interested to see what kind of talent he has, and depending on the talent, this could be pretty deadly. So Heartbreaker not yet. Anubis with Energy Sap. That's gonna hit pretty hard, and then some damages, some accuracy, and a dodge. This is it's pretty good mixed bag right here. And Ronin not yet. And Gunslinger with a ton of dodge. Yep, I have to see the main talent here. But this is with that summons a Divine Templar. So not only she has the choppers, she also summons another monster to help her. Okay, let's go look at the altar. It's very exciting. I think you've probably hoarded enough fame to do a lot of those heroes, I imagine. Now I need to look for your altar. There it is. So let's go from the left right here. The Anubis, oh yeah, this is the Survivor Anubis right here. And you have a Phoenix pet right there. I can tell you're probably using this Anubis for to clear troops. And you know, in the Lost Battlefield, he's gonna tank pretty good too. Next is the Dread Drake. Oh yeah, this Dread Drake's gonna do a ton of damage, and you have a ton of dodge too, which is great if I remember correctly. The Minotaur is all set. He's ready to go. And the Michael would revitalize. So this is what I like to call a buffer Michael, meaning you know you use him as soon as you drop him, he's buffing everybody else. And revitalize 5, of course. I mean, what else would you need, right? If you have a buffer like a Cupid, like a Pumpkin Duke, a Michael, all you need to do is drop him, he buffs. And the Ares, of course, 5/5 revitalize. See, this is the Corrode Skull Knight that he told me to reroll the traits, because it's kind of counterproductive. We'll see. I mean, let's think about it before we go ahead and roll. And a Beast Tamer for the Archdemon, and we got a work in progress here for the Grimfiend 5/8 Stone Skin. I don't know. I just changed my dupe Grimfiend to 5/8 Stone Skin. That he used to have Corrode. I don't know if I'm gonna upgrade it though, because I don't know if IGG is gonna release more heroes that's gonna deal true damage. That's gonna like mess up all the Stone Skin talent. You know what I mean? So we have the Medusa, and then we have the little Nick. That's 6/8 Bulwark. That's cool. Heartbreaker with Bulwark too. So she's a survivor right here. And oh my god, this was she has dodge and she has Stone Skin, so this is gonna be pretty hard to kill on defense. I'm not sure. How do you like it on Lost Battlefield? Tell me. Let me know. The Golem is also still almost done here. 7/8 Bulwark with 9/10 skills. Wow, this is pretty stacked. We're still looking at Devos here. And the 5/8 Scatter, 8/10 Phantom King. Yeah, and then the Pumpkin Duke is still single Evo, but 8/10 5/5 Revitalize. I would recommend, highly recommend you 10/10 this guy right here. I mean, unless you don't really use him anymore for a lot of different game modes, but Pumpkin Duke as a buffer, 10/10 makes a ton of a difference. And you have the Ronin with 5/8 Bulwark. It looks like you're rolling a lot of Bulwark in this account. Look at that. Even the Rockno is Bulwark. And Druid with the Slowdown. The Arctica with Revitalize. Very nice. So you're ready for... I know a lot of people don't use Arctica anymore, but it's nice to have a Revitalized Arctica. If you play Lava 3, it's a super safe drop. You might want to up that to at least 8/10 skill though. 9/10 would be perfect, but aside from that, it's good. I mean, you get the Vlad that's almost maxed out 8/8 War God too. And oh, you're a little bit slacking on your sniper here. He's got Enlighten. And 5/5 Revite Valentina. Yeah, Valentina is another thing. I mean, if you 10/10 this Valentina, she can definitely help you in HBM AF. And the Spirit Mage, but you're doing great in dungeons already. I don't think you need to touch that. Oh, I see. You have an 8/8 Berserk, 10/10 Pumpkin Duke. Yes, both be very useful depending on how many Revitalize 5 sets. If you have any Revite 5. So we're gonna do, oh, the Cupid is over here too. Yep, this Cupid's also one of the heroes that you need a 10/10 5/5 Revite. Very nice. And you have a Scatter SK that you're working on, and then Enlightened Golem, and Slowdown Cupid for the Archdemon. And this guy needs a little bit of love too. 8/10 maybe Evo, so that you can use for Guild Wars just in case. And a dupe, Anubis. Oh my god, let's look at the back of the altar real quick. 3 Moltanica just for fun, huh? Just open. How do I look at? Oh my god. So you got 3 Multanica and then more Gunslinger with self-destruct and a ton of Cupids and blues and greens. Very nicely done, sir. I mean, let's, I don't want to waste too much time here. Let's go into that Skull Knight and roll some traits. Let me see here. We gotta find the Skull Knight real quick. There you go. And then you go traits. Oh my god, there's so many dodge in here. What are we looking for with corrode? With corrode, I mean, it depends what you want to use it for. He has blinding blows, so I really want to put some damage on him. So let's do this. Does he have a lot of merit? Let's see. No, he doesn't have that much merit, so I'm gonna have to use some gems. Okay, so that's why I guess he said he wanted me to use that 4,000 gems and get something. So we're gonna need to get lucky here. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, 4,000 is okay, but okay, I gotta do what I gotta do here. Let's change it. Say goodbye to all those dodges. Do I want to keep a dodge or two? No. So if you want to do all the way corrode, let's go crazy. And oh my god, it's still feeding me a dodge. No, we don't want any dodge. And yes, we want HP because with more HP, you have more meat for your opponent to hit you with. Therefore, things will be reducing energy. So as you roll, you got another HP here. So let's keep an HP. So this is my strategy right here. If I have 4,000 gems, this is how I would do it, right? So yes, you're gonna deal more damage for sure. And then you cannot be picky. Like, even with 10,000 gems, oh, this is very interesting. I can stop right here and be happy with it because there's so many different ways you can go about this Skull Knight, okay? Corrode Skull Knight is kind of like a team player. Yes, he can solo a base and stuff, but he is used mostly as a team player because you sometimes you want to drop him and tank. Sometimes you want to drop him in the middle of a ton of troops and have him, have him keep proccing that corrode onto enemies' heroes. So that's one way you can go about it. You can also go about it tanking another way, because sometimes you'll face a team full of heroes that has a ton of crit. Then you can probably put crit resist on it. So not only HP is good for this kind of Skull Knight, you can have even a crit resist, like half crit resist, half something else if you want. So it depends. Like, this is what I'm gonna do. I mean, I'm not gonna keep this. Let's go for broke, okay? Let's do this. So see, now I want to stop right here. I mean, I know there's still 2,800 gems. Yeah, 2,800 gems, but my friend, I want you to test this SK, because he has a lot more HP with him right now, so he can tank, and then he has some accuracy. If he needs to go in there and solo some people, he can, and he has a little bit of damage, which is going to help him with the blinding blow. So if for some reason you don't feel like this SK is OP enough for your standard, feel free to roll more damage. I mean, that's when you're like, you know what, I think I want more damage, because the blinding blow multiplied by the SK proc will one-shot somebody, if this hasn't one-shot anybody yet. Now this, I think this is good. Is this OP? Yes, if I have like 40,000 gems, I can make this SK very, very OP. Maybe putting, I mean, if I have a Corrode Skull Knight, I mean, with the type of hero, I would probably put half HP, and I don't know, I have to look at it. A lot of this you really need to test, but this is probably top traits for SK right now. So anyways, let me know in the comment section. I mean, you know my line ID and everything, so give me a honest feedback, good or bad, because you know we're all here to grow. And you know, I don't mind taking criticism if you know, oh, you made the wrong decision, what have you. It's okay. I mean, you know, as long as you make a good point, I make a good point, we can grow together and make a better community. So anyways, Illusionista, thank you so much for letting me play around in your account, and hopefully I can help in the future as well. And I hope everybody enjoys watching this. Thank you so much, and Poke out.